Hey guys, it's Mark with Got Ductless here, and today we're going to be talking about two different types of Wi-Fi controllers specifically built for Mitsubishi electric ductless mini splits. So let's get started. The great thing about ductless mini splits is that you can connect them to Wi-Fi and control all the indoor units from your mobile phone. Now, the reason why this has been a popular topic recently is because for those that own or want to buy Mitsubishi electric ductless indoor units, they've come across this Kumo Cloud, which allows them to get that connectivity. However, Kumo Cloud by Mitsubishi has been back ordered for the past 2 years, and the back date of getting new supply in is a little gray. So people have been asking, well, what can we do in the meantime? And this alternative third-party controller came onto the market called the Aidoo Wi-Fi controller. So we're going to be covering today what the differences are between them and whether the Aidoo can stack up against the Kumo Cloud. So Mitsubishi Electric has its own Wi-Fi interface that connects to their indoor units, and it's called the Kumo Cloud. Now, this device is an interface that connects individually to one indoor ductless unit. You use this interface to be able to connect your indoor unit and be able to communicate with your mobile device wherever you are in the entire world. So let's take a look inside. So when you open it up, you can see here you have the interface and the wiring that comes with it to connect to your indoor unit's control board. Now, this is a super well packaged item, and you can see that this is how small the interface is. Now, you're able to install this interface kit inside or outside of the indoor unit. You take this interface and you can slide it inside the unit and then take this wiring and plug it into your control board. It also comes with this adhesive Velcro that you're able to attach to the interface to make sure that this interface doesn't go anywhere when it's installed inside or outside of the unit. Now, we're not going to show you how to exactly install it today, but we are going to mention that when you install this, then you can begin the syncing process with your network and then with your mobile device. Next, we have here the Aidoo Wi-Fi controller. Now, this is by Airzone, and Airzone is a third-party vendor that's been creating this Wi-Fi controller for quite some time, but it really gained traction and popularity when the Kumo Cloud became back-ordered and people were looking for another alternative. So let's take a look inside. Now, this Airzone Aidoo Wi-Fi controller also comes with an interface and wiring that connects to the control board as well as the interface. It's very similar setup to the Mitsubishi Kumo Cloud. Now, with this interface, it can be installed outside or inside the indoor unit, preferably the outside of the unit because it has a reset and also lights indicating whether there's a disconnect to the network or anything else. This wiring, very simple, connects to the interface and connects right into the control board, very similar to the Kumo Cloud. Now, when it comes to the similarities between these two apparatuses, the Airzone Aidoo Wi-Fi controller and the Mitsubishi Kumo Cloud work very similarly. They both have applications that can work with Samsung as well as Apple. You're able to change temperature remotely from anywhere in the world with both of these devices. You're able to change modes as well. And so for that purpose, both of them are very similar to each other. So we'll start with Mitsubishi Kumo Cloud. It's made by Mitsubishi for Mitsubishi products. So some of the controls are more specific than you would find with the Airzone Aidoo Wi-Fi controller. So not only can you control the mode and the temperatures, but with Kumo, you're able to control specific items for individual indoor units such as lure settings and things of that nature. Now, Airzone Aidoo or Aidoo Wi-Fi controller is actually an approved controller by Mitsubishi. So on most of Mitsubishi's submittal sheets, you'll actually find Airzone controllers to be acceptable and optional accessories. So you might not have specific controls that would relate to certain indoor units, but it works great with Mitsubishi indoor units, just as you would find with the Mitsubishi Kumo Cloud. Another difference that we could find between these two controllers is in the topic of connectivity. From what we've heard from our customers is that the Airzone Aidoo Wi-Fi controller does a little bit better of a job in staying connected to the network once it's originally connected. What we've heard from our customers is that Kumo Cloud sometimes has problems with staying connected and keeping a strong signal, allowing you to then have to reset the actual interface. But from between these two, we've seen that the Aidoo Wi-Fi controller is better with connectivity. Another difference is in the interface between these two controllers. As we mentioned, Mitsubishi is by Mitsubishi for Mitsubishi, and so there's more specific Mitsubishi controls in the interface. So along with controlling the mode and the temperature, there's different lures and venting that you can do that is specific to the indoor unit. Now, the difference between these two controllers is that with the Aidoo controller, there are limitations to temperature settings, for example, whereas for heating, you cannot go lower than 62 degrees, and for cooling, you can't go below 67 degrees, whereas for Kumo, you're able to have more flexibility in your temperature swing. Now, if you are just a regular homeowner and you're not too concerned about going below that 62 to 67 degree mark for heating and cooling, then that's really not applicable for you. But if you're in a business setting or you're completely away from home and you want to set your temperature lower than those parameters, then that could make a difference for you. One thing to note about connectivity is that Mitsubishi is a mini split ductless manufacturer, whereas Airzone is an electronics controller manufacturer. So Airzone creates a lot of different Wi-Fi controllers for different brands, not just Mitsubishi Electric. So they've gotten a little bit better at perfecting the craft of connecting to Wi-Fi networks and things of that nature, whereas Mitsubishi Kumo Cloud is just one aspect of their business, and so you can definitely see where strong suits are held. So the last difference we'll talk about between these two controllers is availability. You're probably watching this video because you're interested in connecting your indoor units to Wi-Fi. However, you've seen all across the internet, maybe from your contractor, that this Kumo Cloud interface is not available and nobody knows when they'll be available. Now that's true because they've been back ordered for the past 2 years and Mitsubishi cannot keep up with demand for these interfaces. So enter in the Aidoo Wi-Fi controller, which has been available, and we don't foresee any back orders or any delays in production for this controller. So if you're tight on time and you want to connect your indoor units to Wi-Fi, the Airzone Wi-Fi controller is a winner. So if you're looking to connect your indoor units by Mitsubishi to Wi-Fi and being able to control them from your phone from anywhere in the world, these two are great options. Now, if you are looking to do this project fairly soon and you are limited on time, the Airzone Aidoo Wi-Fi controller might be a great hit for you. Now, if you are concerned about just wanting to buy Mitsubishi products only and you're not constrained on time, then you might wait around for the Kumo Cloud. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. We're currently producing more videos on how to install and use these interfaces. So we hope to see you next time.